If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. And if you need any code cards, make sure you check out Potown Store for automatic email delivery and use code Tablemon for 5% off all your purchases. Hey guys, sorry about the long delay. I definitely did not mean for that to happen. Driffle, thank you so much for the host. Like I said, guys, sorry about the delay. I just had something unexpected happen and I had to deal with it. AKA my dog had attacked the trash can, and so I had to clean up before starting. But here I am with the World's Champion deck we are going to be playing with. A wide array of decks. My intention, for those of you who are here, my intention is to have daily streams starting around 11:30 a.m. up to around 2 and 2:30 a.m. So hopefully that I can comply with that moving forward. Worlds was awesome, Sir Panish. Thanks so much for asking. Didn't quite get the result that I wanted, but it's still always a great time seeing everyone. And yeah, we are now going to be... I'm not going to talk about the deck. If you want an explanation on how this deck works, I will refer you to my video on YouTube the other day where I explain how the deck works and stuff. Let's just jump right into some battles with the World Champion deck. Where is it? World Champion. There we go. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this World Champion deck. Este es el deck de Henry Brand, that's yes. I came in 55th with Pigrom, indeed. Sí lo vendí, Kaiser. Sí lo vendí. And yeah, the new Hidden Face Charizard is going to be a pretty nice addition because now you get to deal 300 damage for 4 energy rather than 6. Alright. So yeah, Worlds is always an awesome time, guys. Had a ton of fun. And right before Worlds, I became an affiliate for TCG Player. Yeah, so if any of you are looking to buy any cards, the link, it's not linked down below on Twitch, but it will be linked down below on YouTube. Yeah, the very first link you find if you're planning on buying any cards. Get a small kickback. So it's a really nice way to support the channel if you do. Now we are up against Ultra Mali. Malamar, Necrozma. We're up against Malamar, I would assume, because of the Guardian Giratina. Very weird start. My opponent playing Martial Arts Dojo as well. So that's pretty interesting. What Hidden Face Charizard? The Charizard GX. Yeah, Dragon Days, the new Charizard GX, not the old one, but the new one. Yeah. Turbo Darkness, you came in 6th with your Dark Box deck in the open. That's pretty awesome. I definitely think Dark Box was underrepresented this past weekend. Yeah, it was definitely very weird to see such a low amount of Dark Box being played. But yeah, congrats on 6th. I think it's an okay deck. I don't think it's as powerful as Pigrom or as... Well, it is as powerful as those decks. It's just not as consistent. Now, I have no idea what my opponent is playing here. This is Henry Brand's deck indeed. And thank you, Atrocious. Thank you for the congrats. I'm pretty happy to be working with TCG Player as Worlds as well. How was Worlds? Worlds was awesome. Yeah, it's always a good time. It's always a very fun time. Okay, so Tag Purge seems like it will do a lot of damage to my opponent. I only have 1 fire though. Do have access to the Dene. I'm not exactly sure how to approach this hand. What I do know is I want a knockout, right? Even if I don't get turn 1 Tag Purge, I would love turn 2 Tag Purge. So I like grabbing this Olgalio here, and then I like Mysterious Treasuring away this guy. I kind of want this guy for free treat on the bench. So I'm going to grab this guy. Yeah. Don't think I need to worry about myself about weakness. Yeah, my opponent's deck doesn't seem to be very competitive. So let's try and do this. I do find a welder very luckily. So I will go ahead and welder to the active. And then no matter what I draw, unless it's like triple welder, which is almost that. I mean, there's merit to using the detonate, so I can attach an energy as well. But I don't fear anything that my opponent might do, so I'll just go ahead and detonate change here. Oh, and I did say I wanted to bench the Latios. So yeah, this seems okay. This seems pretty okay. I did find energy. I also found a giant hearth. So I'll replace that so my opponent doesn't get bonus damage dealt against me. I also... No, I won't bench the Marshall just yet. I don't want to giant hearth anything away right now, so I'll just turbo strike for the KO. No attachment of energies, not the biggest of deals. I guess I haven't played TCGO in a long time, and the last time, like seriously at least, and the last time was before rotation, so I guess losing to all those pre-rotation decks just really tanked my MMR, so we'll be trying to raise it as much as we can this next few days. Giant Hearth gets replaced, not the biggest of deals. Definitely not the biggest of deals. You wanted Pokemon to print the Pidgeotto and Guru Control in the World Championship decks. Did you really though? I feel like that's the least interesting. Well, it's a very interesting deck, but the least appealing in terms of marketing, right? Who's going to want to buy a Pidgeotto deck with Oranguru? Unless it won? I don't think it was ever going to be, but... so Energy Arrow deals... Oh, 20 per my energy. Okay, that's cool, I guess. So we'll do this, and then thank you so much for the follow from Japan, I guess. Or Korea, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but thank you so much for the follow. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and welder this fire onto this guy. And then let's go ahead and attach the Psychic over here. Now, this is not the best hand, I'm not gonna lie, because we've already gone through 3 welders. That's a very big problem here. And thanks so much for the follow, Zero Plays. Why didn't I discard the Psychic with Giant Hearth last turn? Because I wanted to attack with Tack Purge. If I don't, then I'm not getting protection from this guy. I should have used Giant Hearth to discard something else, but I don't think Psychic was the right card to get rid of. BHM should have won Worlds, not with that much Malamar being played. Honestly, I don't see any reason why do anything else. I'm just gonna attack Purge here. I mean, I could have Turbo Strike this turn as well and just power up this guy, which is fair. But I didn't know, right? I didn't know if my opponent was gonna power up this guy, so if he did, I definitely wanted to attack Purge. Yeah. You're going for your invite. This is your last year in seniors, so I think you can do it. Yeah, definitely you can do it, Iraq. If you play enough events, I'm sure you can. Yeah. I'm sure you can. It would have been funny seeing Pidgeotto in a World Champ. I mean, Pidgeotto has been in World Championship decks, just like when it was a part of Pidgeot decks, right? BM went to 5 Canadian after Worlds. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Okay, so we got a DNA off of the reset stamp. Not too worried. And Team Polyswag, 23 months. Can we get a hat or something for 2 years? Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you so much, and welcome back. I don't think there's a. I think there's a badge for 5 years. I don't think there's a badge for 2 years, but I'll definitely check. If there is, I'll make sure to design a new badge just for you. Yeah, I'll make sure to design a new badge just for you. Turbo Darkness, yeah, well, I wish you guys the best. Yeah, I wish you guys are able to get your invite. Okay, so we see a Karate Belt. So I feel like what I need to worry about, I'm gonna be able to knock this guy out next turn, right? Not with Tack Perch. Well, maybe not even get a KO. So Karate Belt, you have more prize cards than your opponent that The attacks of Pokemon card is attached to cost fighting less, so he only needs to attack with psychics here. Decided to switch into the Jirachi though. Not gonna attack with the Latias Prism Star, or he has a switch, right? Who's the best in seniors? I mean, whoever ended up winning the World Championship in seniors would arguably be the best, right? And yeah, 100 points is a very good start, Turbo Darkness. 100 points is a very good start. Yeah, Kaya. Kaya is arguably the best senior player in the world today, right? Okay, so my opponent did have the switch. We get damaged by 30. No, I'm pretty sure Kaya is a first year senior. I'm pretty sure Kaya is a first year senior, in fact. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kaya is a first year senior. Okay, definitely don't think I need this guy. And I mean, I can't deal 130 damage though. Well, I can with my cargo, but that doesn't seem like a great call. So I'm gonna rely on my last welder. Espion and Deoxys could maybe do... Well, I can Miraculous Duo. If I Miraculous Duo, I heal, I get the knockout, and therefore the best thing my opponent can do is GG end, right? That might be my best play here. That is arguably my best play, I think, in order to heal that damage. And so I'm gonna go and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this, just to get another Pokemon in the discard pile. Probably this guy, because I might try to snipe something. And then let's Data Change. Naga Snipe. I don't think Naga Snipe is good here. It requires the same amount of energy, but I mean, softening up one of these guys because of the Karate Belt is not going to be too impactful. Now I got double Custom Catcher though. Now I got double Custom Catcher, so now I can actually get a knockout if this becomes a welder. It doesn't become a welder, so... well, I can still get a knockout with my cargo. The thing is... Okay, so let's think about this, yeah? If I get a knockout on this, sure, I get 3 prizes, but how do I get my last one? That's the issue, because after I knock out this guy, he can GGN the other guy. So I actually think it's gonna be much better to... I actually think it's gonna be much better to just KO this guy and then either, like, I'm gonna force my opponent to either GG end or... Yeah, to either GG end or risk getting KO'd. Yeah, so I definitely like Miraculous Duo for the healing aspect here. Just chill and Tack Bridge? No, because... Like, Tack Bridge also doesn't stop the GG end. So if I Tack Bridge there, what changes is I don't get a prize. So I don't think that's a good call. Yeah. Okay, we get Reset Stamp, that's fine. Well, it's not great, but it's kind of fine. I probably also shouldn't have removed the Viridian Forest, actually. That gave me a Psychic energy to be able to keep using Tack Purge. It's like, once again, like, sure, he can... Well, can he GG end? 3 extra fighting. He needs 4 fighting. I don't think that's happening anytime soon. He can GG end, but he can't KO me. That's the key. When is it going back to Hawaii? No one knows. Worlds is in London. Have it arguably be the best even if she hadn't won Worlds. Yeah. That is true. That is very true. When is it going back to Hawaii? No one knows. Okay. So yeah, very interesting game. Definitely a lot less straightforward than I thought, but I definitely agree with my Miraculous Duo play there. I definitely think that was the strongest choice. Okay, so my opponent just goes for a Calamitous Slash. I'm actually going to have to read my Cargo GX again. Discard any amount of basic energy. Okay, so I have the win, right? I top deck that, which is super awesome. And super lucky. But I'm pretty sure I have the win thanks to my Cargo. Even just having the energy. So Lava Flow, I can get rid of everything. That's going to be 350 damage for the game. And that's why taking a KO was so important. Yeah, that's why Tag Purge was not good enough. That's why sniping with Naga was not good enough. You have to think about, like, not just them not taking a prize. Like, if I Tag Purge, not only do I not get a prize, but I just lose my Mewtwo, right? With 3 energy. So it doesn't help me get closer to winning. It's just stopping my opponent from doing damage, which, like, you can lose a Mewtwo, yeah? But the biggest thing is my opponent didn't GG in there. That was what allowed me to win. Getting that that welder was just icing on the cake. Yeah. So yeah, pretty decent there. Okay, so then let's go on to the next game. Yeah, let's go on to the next game. Has Isaiah's top 8 list come out yet? All the lists are available on the Pokemon website. Yeah, all top 8 lists are available on the Pokemon website. I mean, Dragon Days, if you practice enough, if you play enough events, why not? Yeah, lots of first year masters have been very successful before. He should have GX there for sure. Yeah. Mike, you can also mention Lackey. That's fine. I mean, we're talking Pokemon, right? So okay, so this is looking like towards top for deck. Insane Egyptian, thank you so much for the follow. I'm doing well, thank you. How about yourself? Okay, so this is definitely Reshisard. So we want to thin as much as we can before I commit to the Pokegear to increase the chances of finding one of my 2 welders. Okay, that is pretty scary. The fact that I only have access to 2 welders this whole game until I start taking prizes. So let's Pokegear. I find a Bills, that's middle ground, right? And yeah, the other one is a whiff. So that was a big oof right there. Only 2 trainers, pretty good ones though. Pretty good ones. Let's go ahead and acro. Oh my gosh, that's a really bad acro bike. Losing these energies is gonna be... Losing the fire crystal is a big deal. Definitely losing the fire energy is a big deal. But oh well, I mean, we have to Dedenne, right? We absolutely must Dede change here. So we'll bench, we will attach, and we will Dede change. Okay. Not bad at all. I mean, if the Welder stick, if the Giant Heart sticks, which I would assume it will, that would be ideal, because then I can start using Turbo Strike. So I think I'm gonna keep my hand as it is, except for... No, yeah, I'll keep my hand as it is. I don't think I'm getting reset stamped. Yeah. Mike, yeah, feel free to talk about Lucky here too. What do you feel about Mali's place in the format, and what version is best? I mean, Malamar was the most popular deck on day 1, the second most popular deck on day 2, and it underperformed in both. Yeah, so I still think Malamar is a strong deck. Yeah, I still think Malamar is a strong deck. It was perceived as a very strong deck, therefore, like, I was playing Hoopa and 3 Lysander Labs. A lot of people were playing a lot of Hoopa. Yeah, so that might have played into it. The deck's inherent inconsistency might have also played into it. That's where, like, arguably, if Malamar doesn't do well, Dark Box shouldn't do well either, right? because it's less consistent than Malamar. It requires a further stage 1 to set up. So I think the more straightforward versions of Malamar, the more linear versions, the more streamlined, those are the best ones. Yeah. But there must be a reason why the deck severely underperformed, correct? So I still think it's a threat you have to prepare for and be aware of. It's just not necessarily the best poised deck as of right now. Yeah. Okay, so tag switches, fire energies. This is just Green's Reshizard. Yeah. Straight up Green's Reshizard. So power plant is going to be an issue to where we probably need to prepare for it by grabbing the Marshadow at some point. Okay, so pretty nice that the Giant Heart stock. Let's get Solgaleo, not only to get a KO, but to also get energy into play. And do I want to use the other Cherish Ball though? Okay, I'll do this. I'll grab the 2 fires. 3 Psychics still in the deck. The Marshadow is not in the deck, so that could be a problem, right? And then I think I'm just gonna Welder 1 energy, right? I think I'm just gonna Welder 1 energy. Unfortunately, because I need the other one to retreat. I can't rely on finding switch. Yeah, I can't rely on finding switch. So I'll Acro. That's a good Acro. That is a decent Acro. That is a very decent Acro. Okay, so I'll attach here. And then I'll retreat into this guy. I definitely think Mysterious Treasuring away that guy is good. That way I save bench space. Yeah, that's the main thing. Saving bench space for potential future Dedenes. And then these are all good resources that I want. So I'll just go ahead and get the knockout with Turbo Strike. My opponent needs Welder plus Triple Fire to respond to this. So it's very possible, right? Very possible. But I also had a very high chance of finding a Welder of my prize card. So if I find my other Welder, yeah. I do find my other Welder, I could just respond to this Reshizard. Not with my own, but with Macargo GX, yeah, which I can search for. So we'll see. We'll have to see. Tag Purge is also not a bad call. Yeah, going for the Tag Purge is also not a bad call. Joe Bro, I'm doing well, thank you. How about yourself? Okay. What's the biggest difference between playing online and playing in person? It's very different. Yeah, online there's so many things that just get done for you. Yeah, that it's really it's very different. Yeah, the shuffling, the searching, the card counts being anytime you do a search, right? Everything is very neatly arranged. Right? Whereas that's not going to happen in real life. Yeah. Okay, so we have gone through a lot of energies here. So even if I wanted to go with Macargo GX, I can't. Yeah, so my plan is to definitely Tag Purge. Yeah, I'll bench this guy for safety against a power plant. And then I have Naganadel GX, which is great. Right, great to have access to. This is my last energy available right now. So I get a switch, I get more Mewtwo's. 3, there's 1 fire priced as well. So I'm just gonna Tag Purge. Yeah, that should halt my opponent out a little bit, and then I can snipe that guy wherever it is. Yeah, I can snipe that guy wherever it is. Dragon Days, yeah, that's arguably the case. But the X full art, like the extra one, the thing is, there's the Mewtwo and Mew is not available yet, right? So That's a big reason why not to use that one. Maybe I could have tempted my opponent into attacking me, right? Maybe, okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Maybe I should not have Tag Purge, and I should have benched another Mewtwo and used Turbo Strike. Yeah? Because then my opponent would have been very tempted to just attack me right here, right? Well, this is scary. Because now I don't have enough energies to win. And if my opponent gets another double custom catcher, then I've lost. Right? So... But then if I attack with my Cargo GX... I can't... No, yeah, I can't attack with my Cargo GX. I'd have to get rid of all my energies. And then how on earth do I take my last prizes? Well, I do have Psychic energies left. Actually. So I think that's my plan here. I actually think that is going to be my plan. Because I do have 2 Psychics left. So, here we go. I'll reinforce that with my Cargo for a Psychic. Yeah, I should have just dealt more damage, actually. I should have simply dealt more damage. And then there's nothing I really want to find. I wish I had Reset Stamp. If I had Reset Stamp, this would be over. Not this. Okay, so I'm gonna... Wait, where is it? Lava Flow, okay. So it's 50 base, 50, 100, 150, 250. No, 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. And I still have 1 fire. And I still have 1 Psychic in the deck, right? So that's good. Why do I use the max rarity in the demo account? Because I can. Yeah, because I can. Because it's a demo account. Yeah. Okay. I can still also potentially Tag Purge if I need to. But yeah, I definitely should have dealt more damage to my opponent the previous turn. There was always a risk of the Finding Tojo, but I definitely should have dealt more than 120. Well, could I have though? I could have Flare Strike for 230, but that was risky because a Shrine won my opponent the game without Rage. So, any good deck to start up with, Mike? Thinking of using Greninja Zoro GX? I feel like Green's Reshizard would be a much better one, yeah? Thanks for the host, Paul. Okay. So... Oh no, you're kidding. You're actually kidding me. He has the double custom catchers, the Hoopa. Oh, jeez. Thank you so much for the follow, the mailman. I mean, no more custom catchers, though. No more custom catchers, so that's good. Oh, I'm weak. Oh, so benching the Marshadow ends up costing me. I should never have lost that one. I should never have lost that one. I should have not lost that match. I played the Marshadow to protect myself and then it ended up costing me. Definitely think the Tag Purge was a bad call though. Because it encouraged my opponent to go after the bench guys. Yeah, he had no way to KO me, so I probably should have just Turbo Striked. Also to establish more energy on board. Jay Christie, thanks so much for the follow. Overall thoughts on Mewbox with basic energy? I mean, it just won World, so it must be pretty good, right? It must be pretty good. Okay, now we're up against Darkbox, which is another bad matchup for this. Well, not another. It's a bad matchup for this deck usually. And especially with this sort of start, I think we might as well welder onto Reshizard, right? We might as well welder onto Reshizard. Okay. That was tough though, that was tough. Came down to the wire. came down to the wire, and oops, I definitely feel like I might have been able to play that a little bit better if I had my own reset stamp though. That's what I just like. I played Fire Mewtwo a lot before Worlds. I really wanted to play at Worlds. I couldn't bring myself to doing it because it wasn't being consistent enough. Yeah, and I do like a lot of the things from the Worlds winning list, but not having reset stamp, that feels like a very bad call. Yeah, that feels like a really bad call in my opinion. Okay, so he's definitely gonna retreat this Sneasel, right? I don't mind hitting for 30 because 30 plus Flare Strike onto the Greninja Zorg is actually perfect maths. Right? Perfect maths. Pretty strong start for my opponent. We already have the reinforced out, so that's good. Yeah, that is good. Decides to play the switch to not give up the 30 damage on the Greninja Zorg, which that makes a lot of sense, right? That definitely makes a lot of sense. I am 100% not attacking with Espeon Deoxys this game. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then I'll go ahead and Welder to the active. And perfect, because then I'm able to do this. I'm assuming I won't need Jirachi. So that gives me the extra energies I need to attach on turn 1. And I'll attach and then... definitely not gonna use up my GX attack here. So I'm just gonna, well, okay, so do I want to Mysterio's Treasure? No, I don't think so. Like I was thinking of using the Dene here, but I don't think I need to do that. I mean, this does protect the Greninja Zorg, right? Unless he finds another U-turn board, which I'm hoping that won't be the case. Or a switch. Yeah, which I'm hoping that won't be the case. Well, never mind. Never mind. So now we would rely on a Welder to get a return KO on this guy. Or we could custom catcher KO the Weavile. I really like that a lot more than trying to dig for that Welder to KO the active. So I think that's what I'm gonna go for. Wow, my opponent chooses not to. Okay, I'm fine with that. Okay. So don't see myself needing psychic energies anytime soon, so I'm gonna thin. Yeah, there are 3 custom catchers in the deck, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of 1 fire just to thin a little bit more. Yeah, this should be okay. I'll grab a Mewtwo. Yeah, I'll reveal that I am a Mewtwo deck, and then Bill's analysis. Oh, come on. I mean, I have another chance with the Acrobite, but it's not a very good one. Not a very good one. I mean, the Welder means we can still get the KO next turn, right? So I'll grab the Latios because the Macargo... like, there's use for Latios on the bench. There's no use for Macargo in my hand. Thanks so much for the follow, Mike. Okay, so do I just Flare Strike the active? I mean, that seems okay, right? I'll definitely bench this guy. Definitely attach. No reason not to take the 2 prizes, I feel. I'll bench the Latios as well, but I won't Welder. I will, however, Flare Strike. And then boop. 2 prizes for our cause. A useless Mewtwo. And a decent Acrobike. Okay. Should have promoted that guy because it has retreat. Yeah. Paulo, you played our Angro Pidgeotto deck at a tournament and went to 1. You think it's pretty good? It's probably pretty good. Yeah, it's just definitely not my style at all. What do you think of having a 4th Mew Mew? It seemed excessive. I mean, the thing is, starting with it is so good. Yeah, like in the end, I dropped to 3 in my own list. But I understand the need for 4, the appeal for 4, yeah, for consistency purposes, just because starting with Mewtwo is so much better than starting with anything else. Yeah. What is the difference in the odds between 3 and 4 of what, though? Oh, for starting the Mew and Mewtwo? They're not great, right? But the more games you play, the more likely it is for you to notice the difference. Yeah, if you're playing like 2 or 3 games, then it's not gonna be very impactful. But if you're playing at regionals or at worlds, like 7 best of 3s, that's potentially 21 games. Yeah, so that's where a small percentage over the course of so many games does tend to have a bigger impact. Yeah. It also decreases the chance of starting the Dene, which is also pretty important. Yeah, that is true. Okay, so my stadium actually remained available, so I'm gonna start with acrobikes. Sure, I'll keep the switch. 2 the Denes in hand are completely useless. And I'll do this. Oh my gosh, that's a harsh one, but I'll keep the custom catcher. Okay, and then I definitely think the best card to Giant Hearth away is the Mewtwo. Yeah, just for 1 fire. Not terrible. Okay, so what happens after I GX KO this guy? And should I GX KO that guy? That is the question. Yeah. I actually think KOing the Weavile is going to be a much stronger play here, because I can just outrage it. Yeah, and then I'm going to lose this guy. But then I can just tag purge. Right? Oh, you know what? I needed Jirachi for the Nagnadels. What did I just do? I needed Jirachi for the Nagnadels. Oops. Okay. So maybe that changes my plan though. No, I don't think it does. I needed Jirachi for the Nagnadels. Duh. Okay. So I'll go after this guy. Right? I might just GX with Cobalion next turn, honestly. So let's thin as much as we can before we did a change. Getting that guy and getting the Marshadow. Losing the Giant Hearth doesn't matter anymore. It really, really doesn't. What matters is finding a Psychic Energy this turn, basically. And then my opponent says, well played. Okay, so we do find a Psychic, that's good. Right? That is very good. Yeah, honestly my play next turn might just end up being... using Cobalion's GX to buy myself a turn so I don't lose to the Nagnadel. That's bad though. That is really bad. Yeah. Oh, that Jirachi. Never be so quick to discard the Jirachi. Okay, so we see a Mewtwo and Mew getting played down. That's gonna be a cherish for Dedenne. Second Dedenne? Maybe not. Have I tried expanded Mewbox yet? No, Greenie. I was focused on Worlds. There's not an expanded tournament. There hasn't been an expanded tournament in a while. And I was practicing Mewtwo for Worlds. Like, I would never play expanded whilst I'm practicing for the most important tournament of the whole season. Mewtwo Wars are back indeed. Yeah, I will get to expanded Mewbox eventually, but definitely not anytime soon. Okay, I think giving up our prize is gonna be in my best interest. Unless I can deal 300 damage to this guy, which requires a welder off of the next 3 cards. Or a custom catcher. The other custom catcher actually does the trick, in fact, because he benched a Mewtwo. And since there's no weakness protection, I can just use Mewtwo to copy Flare Strike to KO this guy. So we're not out of this at all. Yeah, we do need to thin very smartly here to give ourselves the best possible chance of finding either Welder first or then the custom catcher. Okay, so step number 1 is playing the Cherish Ball for this whole Gallia. There's a custom catcher, there is a Fire Crystal as well. There are 4 Pokegears and the Welder. Okay, so next step is thinning this guy and grabbing the Psychic. Yeah, that's pretty important. Okay, so next step is Acrobike. There we go, that does it, right? I Welder 1, attach another, and then that's 50 plus 250, 300 minus resistance. That is enough. That absolutely does it. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. So I'll retreat. Nice. And then we get to copy more cargoes. Lava Flow. Discarding everything. It's so awesome that it counts only basic energy. Or any energy. Is it any energy or basic energy? Basic energy. Yeah, basic energy. So pretty nice. Pretty nice. We got out of the pickle that we put ourselves in by discarding the Jirachi ourselves. I need 3 fire. I had 3 fire. Right? I had 3 fires. What's the 3 decks you had for Worlds? It was number 1 Pigrom, number 2 Malamar, and number 3 Fire M&Ms. Yeah, as I call it. Yeah, I'm a cargo. So yeah, guys, that will be all for the World Champion deck. Definitely feel like it showed its potential and its true power, which I'm very happy about. They can't kill your Zard with Knack. No, I know, but I was talking about the next turn. Yeah, because my Zard was going down, and my opponent would be at 3 prizes, so then Nagnatel would just eliminate my poor Mewtwo. But anyways, guys, that will be all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're live with me on Twitch, don't go anywhere. I will be right back in just a second with the finalist deck. Yeah, let's give a try to Shintaro Ito's deck. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back in just a second. No, I'm not leaving, guys. I'm not leaving. That was just for YouTube. Yeah, if you're live with me on Twitch, don't go anywhere. I'm still here. And in like 30 seconds, I'll be back with the finalist deck, okay? Don't go anywhere.